Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly and today we're going to talk about all things that I hauled back in March. I have a bunch of makeup goodies, a couple beauty items that I'll mention, but I hauled them back in March. I've given them a fair shot for a good month or very, very close to a month. I didn't just get these things last week. So I've got some thoughts and opinions on some products sitting in front of me. If this sounds like something you want to see, go ahead and stick around. We're going to jump right into the video. Let's talk about a couple things that are not makeup products, but they are beauty related. I did haul this, and I didn't haul this in March. I think it was February. I'm not sure if I mentioned it last month. Maybe even hauled it in January. I don't know. Wanted to give it a fair shot anyways before I was like, yes, on this one. Because it is something that you would need to get used to. See if you're, it works good. And this is the Healthy Deodorant by La Vanilla. I have mine in the scent Vanilla Blackberry, which is just, it's heavenly. This is a natural deodorant. It does not have aluminum or parabens. It's pretty natural. It's got some ingredients that you can read. I do like this. I have not been super sweaty. I live in Michigan. I mean, we broke like 50 the other day, and y'all would think that like it was summer. We were all outside in tank tops. But anyways, I have been on walks, like hefty walks, where I was speed walking with my dog and got warm. So in that aspect, I feel comfortable saying that I absolutely recommend this if you are looking for a natural deodorant, or you like a natural deodorant and you want another option. I don't know, or just you're bored with what you're wearing. This is fantastic. It's not staining my clothes. It is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and I feel good because it's a natural deodorant. Something else I got, and I'm not sure when I got this, I forgot to write it down, but I was in Ulta and I don't even remember what I bought, but I bought stuff. That's what I got. But I got a Kopari Coconut Rose Toner sample, and I'm highly allergic to rose. I actually got like a rose gift set, and like the rose mask like burned my face. Like I'm talking like burned my face, and excuse me, the makeup wipes, like they burned my arms. Like if I was doing swatches or something, they burned my arms. So I've stayed away like the plague from anything rose. And so I got this, I sprayed it, it smelled nice. So I tested it on my wrist and it was fine. So I tested it on my inner elbow, that was fine. And then I tested it on the back of my neck, that was fine. So then I tried it my face. My face says it's okay. So it's a little extreme. I get it. It's extreme. If you knew me, like, in my personal life, I get hives if somebody sneezes on me. I'm constantly taking allergy medicine. It's insane. Lots of allergies. But anyways, this is fantastic. I love this. I love the sprayer on this. I meant to get this for the 21 Days of Beauty sale, and it sold out so... Well, I don't know. I'm not sure when it sold out, but when I tried to make the purchase, it was gone. So I'm sad about that, but I probably will get the full size. This is a really good size as it is, so I will probably get the full size of this. Let's talk about something that is makeup related, but not actually makeup. And I did get 4 Flower Beauty brushes this past month. They were clearance out at local Walmart, and I was like, oh, they're condensing, and no, she came out with new brushes. So whether you can find these or not, I don't know, but if your store still has them, grab them. I have the giant face brush. I really love this. This has been on my channel a lot. I also got the blush brush, and I really like this one. I've been using this quite a bit. I usually don't like these slanted kind of brushes for my blush, but this one I really do like. I think it's the right amount of density that I prefer, which is not heavily dense, but not lightly dense. If that makes sense. Anyways, this is very, very soft, very, very, very lovely blush brush. I also got the eyeshadow brush. I think this was an all-over eyeshadow brush is what she called it. I don't like it for an eyeshadow brush. It's very, very big. And I like to have a little bit more control than this. But what I did find I really like this for was concealer. On camera, typically I do apply my concealer with my fingers because I find that works best for me. But when I'm testing out a concealer off camera, I am testing different methods. And this has been the brush that I'm using to test it out. I think it's fantastic for the, like, the size of it for concealer. And it definitely is very, very soft because it is made for the eye area anyways. So I like it. It's very, very dense as well. And this is a really great brush for a concealer brush. If you're looking for one and you can find this still, grab this. I also grabbed the liner brush, and I'm not sure why, other than you can never have enough, I think. And something about the side of it is flat and the other side is curved. It's pretty. I mean, why not? I really like this. It works really well. It's great for just kind of wiggling some shadow right up into your lash line to kind of thicken them as well. I don't think it's anything really special, although it is a good brush. So if you don't have one, this is a good one. And let's talk about Ipsy. So, Kelly has all these Ipsy items, and I was so excited about this Yahtzee London lip gloss. I can't find it. I think one of my darling daughters saw something pink and sparkly and said, I'll take that. But I'm not sure. It might have rolled under something. I didn't heavily look for it, but it's not where it should have been. So I will find it. I will test it out. I will let you know. Also, they sent me a Skin Iceland limited edition berry lip fix. This is a lip mask. I've been wearing this at night. I love this. I really, really, really love this. I had been using the Maman lip sleeping mask. While I do like that one as well, I think I like this one better. So I think when all of it is gone, to repurchase an eye mask, I am going to go and I'm going to go ahead and repurchase this one. This is a really good one. If you've got dry lips, you are going to love this one. If you've not tried Skin Iceland, find something because it's a really good brand. I haven't tried anything from their brand that I don't like. I love their stuff. I also got the world's cutest little eyeshadow. This is an IBY Lush eyeshadow in Get Soaked. I love this color. It's the perfect little berry shade, and I've worn it on its own. I've worn it with other palettes or just color blocked. I mean, it's so pretty, and for the spring, summer, I'm so happy to have this, and nobody thought this was a cookie or a piece of candy. Nobody took a bite out of it, because I did hide this. But I love this one. I'm really happy I was able to try out the IBY brand. I had not before, and I will be looking into more of their products, definitely. I also got an Ofra highlighter. What? Oh my god, I know. I have the shade A Star Island. Ofra cannot do wrong by any of their highlighters. I mean, they really do highlighters well. It's very, very blingy, and it's wet, but it doesn't cling to my dry patches or my wrinkles, I don't know, texture stuff that I've got going on all over my face. It wears well for somebody that has skin texture, which is sometimes hard to come by. This is amazing. Again, Ofra can't do wrong by their highlighters, so if you don't have an Ofra highlighter, that's another one, you know, to look into and treat yourself to. I also got a brush by SL Miss Glam. This is the short shader brush. This is my second brush by this brand, and I love them both. Not only are they so aesthetically pleasing with the rose gold here, the handle is like tapered just perfectly, and it's glitter, but the brushes are so soft. They're so well made, and they apply product well. They use product well, whichever. You guys have seen this a lot. I love this brush. I love anything that they're going to send me by this. I actually looked into getting a whole set of hers because I really like these brushes. Next, let's talk about a very fun video that I had the idea in the middle of the night for, and that is the all face stick video. I wanted to do this video because I thought it sounded kind of cool, but I wanted to push myself outside of my comfort zone, and I needed to be pushed outside to try new things. You can kind of get used to one thing and then, you know, okay, I only like it like this, but let's try something else because you never know if you're missing something great. So I did pick up the Neutrogena It Matters Mattifying Primer Stick right here. It does go on clear, although it is white in color. It is just a balm. It does glide over the face very nice. Even on my dry skin, it didn't grab, stick, or pull or anything. I mean, so in that aspect, it was really, really nice. And I did just kind of smear it over to just make sure it wasn't like crammed on my face. But I did try this under almost all of my foundations. I did not try it under a powder foundation because I'm very picky with my powder foundation. There's solely one primer that I like underneath that. And I also didn't try it underneath the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation and concealer because that one on me is pretty dry as it is. Even it doesn't matter how well I moisturize or anything like that. It's still a pretty dry foundation on me, and with it not being warmer weather, I didn't try it with that. But I did try it with the other foundations. I did try it with a serum foundation, which it was okay. But I think the serum foundation needs something a little bit sticky. This is not sticky. It's very balmy, silicone-y. I mean, it's not sticky. So it wasn't horrible with the serum foundation. It wore well with all of my foundation formulas, as far as like the liquid formulas to the moussey kind of formulas. So I like this. It will get used. I don't need mattifying primer so much right now, but I can see me using this a lot in the summer. I enjoyed wearing it. Even though the weather is dry, my skin is dry, it still wore really well under all of the foundations that I tried. Again, like I said, the serum primer, it was okay, and I didn't try it with my high coverage, drier kind of formula foundation or the powder. But if you're going with a liquid or a mousse, this is great. This is great. I also tried the Wet n Wild Mega Glow blush. This is a shimmer blush. Right here. I don't like it. I felt like it was very, very oily. I mean, it applies easily to the skin. And I did try to use a brush and to tap it on, or my fingers just to tap it on. I wasn't, you know, craning on my face. Is that a word? Probably not. I wasn't coloring on my face over anything. It's chunky, and it doesn't really blend out. When it blends out chunky, for me, the glitter in here, it clumped up in all of my texture, and it built up, and there were lines. And if you have texture on your face past this blush, no. I also tried the Jordana Triple Play All Over color. This one you can use on your lips, cheeks, and or eyes. I did try this on my cheeks. This one actually wears pretty well over my cheeks. But it is very, very pigmented, so I had to go in very late in it. This was definitely one of those days that I was like, oh, we went too far on that one. But it does blend out well. I typically either used my dampened sponge, or a lot of times I did use one of these flat brushes that typically they're supposed to be, I think they're considered a foundation brush, but these are great for cream products in case you don't know what to use with them. They're great for these. It really is nice on the lips. It doesn't last long. It's a nice wash of color though. It's opaque. If you're just running in for a quick meeting or the doctor's office or anything, this is a nice option for that. It also wears really well on the eyes. Actually, I didn't get any irritation on my eyes when I did put it on, and I did wear it a few times because this is a really fun pop of color. It's very it's very trendy right now. So I did color block with this a couple times, and it wore really well. I also tried from Jordana the Sculpting Glow Creamy Contour Stick. I have mine in the shade Light. This is a great contour stick. I have been using this quite often. as a bronzer, because I don't always do the sharp contour. I'll do it almost right on my cheekbone as a bronzer, if that makes sense. So this, but if you like contouring, a cream contour, this is really great. I'm really excited to have found this. I have recently liked the Catrice one, but it's a duo, and I don't like the other end, but I really like the contour stick, and I don't use it because I don't like both ends, if that makes sense. But this one I really, really like. I will repurchase this if I ever make it through. Another stick product I used was a L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Shaping Stick Highlighter in Slay and Rose. Right here, this one I have used a whole bunch. I love the tone of this. This gets very, very blinding. I'm not sure if that's going to come out. And again, I use this, my favorite way to apply this is with one of these brushes. Again, it's like a foundation brush. Fantastic highlighter. I love this one. It doesn't move. It's also, if you're one of those people that want like a kapow highlighter, put this down first and then put your regular highlighter on. Holy camoles, it's fantastic. I'm going to swatch the Jordana run right here just because I realized I hadn't done it, but it's a very, very pretty shade. It's cool in color, so if you know, don't like the warmer kind of contours or bronzers, this is a really, really great option. I also tried the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Cran Concealer. I have mine in the shade Fair Light N123 right here, and I will swatch it. I don't think you'll be able to see it up. It's very, very skin tone. It's very, very light. It's almost peachy, if that'll pick up. I don't like this either. I tried this underneath my eye with 1,000 different ways, and I don't like it. I tried it like if I were to try it on my chin, on a breakout, and then cover it with a foundation, it would just separate like the waxy something. Maybe that's what I don't like about it. It's waxy. I don't like it. I couldn't get it to work. I had thought about maybe I'll just use it as like a highlighter. No, because it breaks up, you know, trying to conceal with it. So this was a bust. The other stick product I tried was the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Rust. I really, really like this. I like it blended out. I like it as a liner even, you know, just like a thicker liner. Not a full lid look, but just half an eye look, you know, that trendy thing that people do. But this is really nice. It blends out. I mean, you get some really great pigment here, but it does blend out easy with your finger, but it also does blend out really nice with a brush as well. So this is a fantastic color. I love the crayons. It wears well. It didn't crease. It didn't move. Once it dries, it stays. It does, you do have a little bit of play with it before it does dry down. If you're familiar with the Mally Beauty sticks, those dry really fast. This doesn't dry as fast, but it does dry. Okay, let's talk about the Revlon video. There's not going to be much surprise on this one. I did try the Revlon Colorstay Prep and Protect Primer, and this does have SPF 34 in it. It doesn't claim to be pore blurring or skin smoothing, but it is. On me. It definitely smooths out my texture. It doesn't totally fill my pores, but it does graze over them gracefully to the point where I enjoy it. It's not sticky, it's not mattifying, it's not super moisturizing, it's kind of all of it. I find that it's a little bit moisturizing, it's a little bit mattifying, it's a little bit sticky, it grips my foundation, it really wears well. Hands down, could not find anything other than my powder foundation. I did try it. I thought maybe, but my powder foundation, it did not wear well, but a serum foundation wore really well under this. My mousse foundation wears really well under this, as well as the liquid foundations that I have, and I have a stick foundation. Again, it wears really well under this. This was amazing. I usually don't have a primer that is this versatile underneath a wide range of products that I have in my collection. So this is hands down one of my top favorites all time. I also tried the foundation and concealer. I couldn't find much wrong with this concealer or this foundation at all. I couldn't. I can't even think of anything. It didn't matter what primer I put underneath it. It doesn't matter whether I set it or not. I don't like it with a sponge. There we go. I don't like it as much with the sponge. I think it shears out too much. But if that's something that you are going for, you want like a lighter, you know, medium light to maybe highlight kind of coverage, a sponge will do that for you. But it applies very, very well with your fingers. It applies very, very well with a brush, which is the method that I prefer. I tried a couple different brushes and it was fine. It applied fine. This was fantastic. I love that there's an anti-pollution ingredients in here. We're all in front of the screens way too much, and I like it. This is the coverage I like. I like this. I like this a lot. But everybody knows that. If this is the first time you've seen any of my videos, you know I really, really like this. I can't stop raving about it. And the same thing with the concealer. This might be an all-stop for me. I know, no crap, this is exactly the coverage I've been looking for. This is exactly how I want it to wear. This might be an all-stop for me. Holy crap. That doesn't happen very often, much at all. But it doesn't matter if I set this or if I don't set it, it's beautiful. If I know I'm going to have like fallout with an eyeshadow, I will set it. But I don't have to. If I know I'm not going to have fallout, I don't have to set this, and it's fine. I put it on, I tap it out with my fingers, I do my cheeks or my eyebrows, and then I do have to tap one more time, and we're good to go. That's it. We're done. That's all I have to do for my concealer. And there's a lot of product in here. There's 0.34 fluid ounces in here. Usually there's 0.2 or less fluid ounces. So that's something to consider as well. I can't stop raving enough about that. I love it, love it, love it. With both of these products not having to be set or being okay if they have to be set, they wear the same. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. I also have the Revlon Candid Anti-Pollution Scenting Powder. And same thing. This is, I don't like powder. Although I did a video on powder. I actually have a lot of powders. But as far as drugstore powders, it's a no-go. For me, this is amazing. I can put this under my eyes. Holy crap, I can put this under my eyes. Let's say it again. I don't like powder, but this is amazing. I will repurchase this. This is drugstore. This is good stuff. I like this. I'm super impressed with Revlon. I haven't tried them in, I don't know. I haven't owned their products in so long. I can't remember, but these are fantastic. This entire collection of Candid, all is my favorite. Out of all, if I could have just, well, nope. For face products, I would be happy with these, with this primer. I like this Revlon. Revlon, you're killing it right now. Thank you. Let's talk some palettes, and the first one I want to talk about is the Becca, Khloe, and Malika BFF collection. I have the Made with Love by Khloe face disc right here. I got this on a whim. I like it. I like Becca powders quite a bit. The highlighter here is very pretty. Both blushes I like, and the bronzer is good and beautiful. You can see it's well loved. I have dug in this quite a bit. Out of the whole palette, I think the blushes are the best. The highlighter doesn't wow me. The bronzer is okay, but I gotta build it up to the point where I like it. I do not have it on today, but I have to go in there like 3 or 4 times to get the pigment for the bronzer where I want it, and that's just semi-annoying. I mean, it's nice, and I know I say that about eyeshadow, that I like to be able to build to the pigment that I like. But with a bronzer, it should be easier. I guess. I want it one and done. Like, let's move on. And this, it takes a little bit of time. Not mad about it, but it's not my favorite. I kind of wish there was more oomph to it. But I am a big fan of shimmery highlighters, and these are gorgeous. Love the blushes. I wish they were singles. I wish there was a blush palette and then the rest in like its own, like, I wanted I wish there was a blush duo. I wish there was a blush duo. I will absolutely keep this. I will keep using it solely for the blushes. And the highlighter's okay. It's a highlighter. It didn't wow me. Please don't get mad. I'm not impressed with the highlighter like at all. I like a subtle highlighter, but this one's just like, it's a highlighter. Not a Becca highlighter. I did pick up the Milani Soft and Sultry eyeshadow palette this month. This was a request for a Two Looks Tuesday, and I originally was not going to grab this because it's neutral. I have neutrals, and I kept telling myself, you don't need it, you don't need it, you don't need it. Somebody asked for a tutorial on it. I said, yes, I will go buy it right now. So I did buy this. I am actually very happy I did buy this. I probably do have all these colors, but I don't have them all in one palette. You know, this is going to be quick and easy to grab and go. It has a very large mirror. The whole top side here is very, very nice. The mattes are perfect. They blend beautifully. This blends like high end. The pigment in here is high end, and I'm very shook by it. This is my first Milani palette. I love this palette. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love this palette. Another palette that I got this month was the Lime Crime Venus XL2 palette right here. Woo! And you do get a big size mirror right there. And the colors in here, when this came out, I was like, oh, it's a lot of color. I don't know if I could do it, but I am so very happy that I did. I love this. If anything, I think this one really has introduced me into the world of color. It's a neutral, colorful palette. I love this. I've created so many looks for it, and there were some days where it's like, oh, I got this palette to do this video with, but I really just want to use the Lime Crime palette. So hands down, this is a fantastic palette if you are, you know, wanting to kind of dabble into a little bit of color, but you were kind of, you know, a little nervous about it. I think this palette is fantastic. The formula is very, very good on this. This is the first time I've ever owned a Lime Crime palette as well. I love it. I will be buying more from Lime Crime if something grabs my attention. This is a beautiful palette. I love this palette a lot. I have lots of looks, and I find it's very easy to come up with something different. Every time I come in here, I love this palette. The next palette I do want to talk about is the Golden Gatsby palette by LA Splash right here. I did a Two Looks tutorial on this as well. I love the packaging. Like, hello, it's so pretty. When I seen this sneak peeked on Trend Mood, I was like, oh, I love the greens right here, and I was really, really drawn to it. I didn't wait very long on this one. I did wait a couple weeks though. But I decided, you know what? Why not? I really want to try the brand. I really, really want to try the palette. And I'm glad I did. I love this palette. I do not like this one right here. This is the black shade. It's crumbly. It's like it's not pressed hard enough, or maybe it's too dry. I'm not sure. But I have had problems with this black. I don't use it at this point. I'm just like, I can't get you to work. You create a mess. I don't like you, so I don't use this one. But the rest of the palette I have used quite a bit. I love, love, love this palette. I love these two right here. They're more of like a glitter topper, but you can get some pigment out of it to get kind of this pinky color or this yellow goldy color. The mattes in here blend well for me. I'm very, very happy I have this in my collection. Very unique colors, absolutely, for myself anyways, especially this one, this mint julep. I love this palette. This is a great buy for me. But that is it for the month of March and everything that I did haul and try out this past month. I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope this video was really helpful as far as like a final follow-up as far as what's good, what you will be seeing for sure, and what you absolutely will not be seeing. In case you were wondering why that has never popped up, that is why. But I really love chatting about makeup, so if you have any comments, go ahead and leave them down in the description box, even if it's something random you just want to spark up a conversation. Comment section is where it's at. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!